It was a tight deadline, so I didn't really think much of what I was gonna write about. I just wrote something. At that time, I was in a fairly new relationship. My like default imagery when I write stuff is like I'm like super fascinated with like the night, outer space stuff, and like so it's like the stars and all of that. So like the combination of that and the fact that we were on a tight deadline, that was what came out. So it took like a couple of hours, and then I recorded the demo, and then we sent it the same day. And then like a couple of weeks after, they contacted us again and said like, can you change it into a dance song? Because like I think Sarah now wants this whole, like I think that's the start of her vision of wanting a dance track that they can make choreo for. Like he sat down on it the whole night, I think. And then the next day he sent the song, and that was the beat na, and that was what Tala was. It was still a love song, but it can't, like the tempo of the beat sounds a lot like Tadhana, kind of like that slow. We were talking about new songs now, and she was like, I want to make new songs now. Because like Tala, like sabi niya parang, because like she's been singing Tala for 4 years now, so she wants to make a new dance song. But then this happened, so like she had to sing it like a million times more after that. The first couple of years it came out, it was like a big hit amongst like the popsters, like Sarah's fans, and like the LGBT community. It was like a whole dance craze thing in that world. The LGBT community dancing to it and like bars. I think I really thought that was the extent of that, and I was like, so yeah, that's good. I mean, it kind of like achieved what Sarah wanted, which was what, like a dance craze, but like we had no idea what was coming after that. As of today, it's like at 73 million views on YouTube, but like before 2019, it was like at 20 million. So like the 50 something views are from like the last few months of 2019 alone. So it's crazy. I guess my favorite line is like the bridge. Hindi man ako nilagay sa mundong ito para sa'yo. Parang nakatingin ng buong daigdig pag ako yakap-yakap mo. So it's like, you don't know what's gonna happen in the future. Me, personally, I don't know if soulmates are real. I don't know how destiny works or whatever. But like, what's happening now is a nice thing. Something that's real to me. And what I have right now is the present. So like, that's what I'm focusing on. So it's kind of like that. The cliche one is like, you know, don't ever give up. I've written more than 100 songs. Most of them are only heard by just me. It's always nice to collaborate with people. Because like, don't be scared to work with people. Because like, for me, one of the nicest feelings in the world is to create something with other people you really like and people you work well with. And I guess also to like never stop learning. Like, there's no like cap for the things you learn or how you grow as a person or as an artist or whatever you choose to get into. So like you always learn something new from other people or from the things you listen to. So I guess to just be open to everything.